Hey guys, this is John here in Los Angeles with the Apple Channel update for Thursday, September 19th, 2024. And we're going to start with the Yggdrasil deck. This is the box. Today's card is As I Guessed. Yesterday was Ask, the first man. Today is Embla, the first woman. And these are decent black and white cards. I do wish the contrast was sharper, but it's not bad. They did an entire deck, you know. So I've been in a kind of a mood this week. It's been a persistent shitty mood. And you know what? This idea that Israel is allowed to commit terrorist attacks on people, on civilians, and it's okay, they're allowed to blow up people's pagers and phones, that's legal to do to a civilian population. What this is doing, their assassinations, all these little things that they do, these are all techniques that are going to be used on them. These are all techniques that are going to be used on them. Mark my words. That's how life works. That's how life works. So I was pissed off. I wanted to do an Elric book instead of Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. I looked at this one. I have two number ones. And this is an older one. I want to say from the 80s. It gives a little bit of backstory. And then it does this Elric romance story, which I do remember reading something like this, but it was a human. So what happens here is Elric is sleeping and his girlfriend gets kidnapped. Elric killed his cousin, who he really loved. I don't know who this girl is, and this is kind of where I got disinterested. I don't want to read him chasing a girlfriend. And so I looked at this other one that I've got, also a number one. It starts a little bit better. This is Elric walking through the warp, like what Warhammer's called the warp. Here it's called the multiverse. Here he's on a chaos version of Earth, a zombie Earth. Oops. But this doesn't last very long either, because he then wakes up as a human, which is the story I remember from the other one. This is called Balance Lost. So I wish when these studios, this is Boom too, who did Something is Killing the Children. I wish when they would take an IP like this, they would do original stories. And that might be original text, but it seems like it's adapted from... It's nothing like this. Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, number 3. Not disappointed. It starts off with Psycho Doughboy and Johnny's address. This is Johnny talking to everybody, meaning you and me. Sort of fourth wall thing, Jhonen Zasquez. But here's where it really starts. This is the best sequence, is the best 4 pages in comics I've ever read. Johnny is going to go down to the dance hall recital, whatever, dance club. But as he passes this cafe, some guys ask him for a cigarette, and when he says he doesn't smoke, they call him a pussy or something. They say pussies don't smoke. And he has earphones in, and it's still loud enough for him to hear them. So he says, you know, I was going to do the dance club, but I'll do them next week. So he goes into the cafe and proceeds to murder everyone for all their bullshit sins. He's very much like Hannibal Lecter. Hannibal Lecter killed people for being rude, for being shitty people. And Johnny does the exact same thing. All you people who are complete wastes of oxygen, wastes of skin, he just takes you out. You don't offer anything to society. You know it. I know it. Johnny sure knows it. And so halfway through, he starts explaining himself a little bit, and he tells the remaining people, those of you I've let live, take these few moments, you never know how long life will be, to contemplate your existence and make it worthwhile. And then they realize he's left a bomb behind. They thought he was letting them go, but no. Best comic ever made. I want to animate this exactly like Invader Zim is animated, but in color. It's a wobbly-headed Bob interstitial. Basically, Bob is talking about how great life is, and someone else starts talking about how great life is, and Bob calls him an idiot. Which is, that's a weak joke, but it's not. Here, Squee gets lost in the mall, and he gets child trafficked almost immediately by some pervert. He's looking for his mommy. And some pervert walks him back out to the alley where Johnny finds them and immediately handles the problem. Did I skip a page? Feels like I did. I don't think so. Nope. Yeah. And then Johnny and Squee chat for a minute. What is even going on right here? Oh yeah. Johnny rips the guy's brains out and splatters them on a wall. I want to animate that so bad. It's such a good throw. It's so exaggerated. Look at the gesture. Look at how he moves. He'd be beautiful to animate. He's holding the brains up in the air and he splatters them on the wall. Squee runs away. And meanwhile, this guy has been kidnapped by aliens who negotiate just like Johnny. They negotiate just. This is the dawn of Invader Zim. In case you didn't notice, these are the almighty highest, and this guy's trying to talk his way out of it. And they have a sense of humor, but he's not escaping. No one escapes. No one ever fucking escapes. Except Devi. Devi escaped. This guy, they make him... The aliens make this guy do it with a chicken. And that's how he met his wife. Oh, fuck. Here we have Johnny. We have this couple. It's not Debbie, it's someone else. Some girl and another guy who were sitting in a theater, and the guy is a total dick. He was talking and kept kicking the chair in front of him, and the guy in front of them kept asking them to shut up. Sorry, I feel like my hands are completely blocking the art. And they're talking about it. They're talking about what they did to him. And then, of course, Johnny is the guy who was in front of them. And this is them chained up in his basement. 2 pages. Look at that, 2 pages. And that is a complete, it's everything you need. Here we have a public service announcement. I don't remember it being especially funny. It just kind of fell flat, but that's okay. There's the good stuff is so good. There's room for flat. This is a girl who's hungry and eats her baby. And then Johnny over here is chatting with Psycho Doughboy. And Psycho Doughboy wants them to, just keep the wall wet, Johnny. Keep the wall wet. Don't let the wall dry. You gotta keep the wall wet. Oh, I love this book so fucking much. This is Johnny doing some nonsense and Squeeze scared to death. Squeeze the neighbor across the backyard. And that is it for Johnny the Homicidal Maniac number 3. What a fucking week. What a great fucking week, Johnny says. We'll see. It's not over yet. This week is not over yet. Jhonen the Homicidal Maniac number 3 is brought to you today by Legacy of Mad Scientist and the Legend of Ashley Fox, in which Ashley Fox and her younger brother Jeff go on the run from corrupt government agents and then have to unite the gangs of a juvenile detention orphanage against the serial killer administration. We also have Ashley Fox Last Valkyrie, Ashley Fox Ninja Babysitter comic book here as a PDF for you guys to download and check out in the description. Bunch of other cool links in the description. Check them out. The Exploding Pagers, cutting interest rates. All these things are polycrisis, right? These are mini crises. Weather nonsense, Haitians eating pets. Hitler fixed his country in 3 years. See you guys tomorrow.